Hey, welcome back to Beard Squid. This is our quick math series, and in today's videos we're going to be learning about the super easy way of dealing with Pythagoras. Coming up. So there's only two ways in which we need to use Pythagoras. One of those is when we're finding the hypotenuse. So if we take a triangle here and we have a 4 by 3 by a question mark, first thing first, we need to realize that that's the hypotenuse. So we're looking for the hypotenuse. Now, when we're finding the hypotenuse, what I want you to do is I want you to square it, add it, square root it. Okay? So let's use the numbers on the triangle to work this out. So let's substitute the numbers to see what we get. So 4 squared is 16, 3 squared is 9. We need to add them together, which gives us 25, and then we're going to square root it, which in this case gives us x is equal to 5. Now the only other way you're going to be using Pythagoras is to find one of the missing legs. Now let's say we have the hypotenuse. Let's say the hypotenuse is 5 and one of the legs is 4, and the missing side that we're looking for is x. Now all you need to remember is when you're finding a missing leg, you need to square it, subtract it, square root it. So now, when we're dealing with this situation, you need to subtract the bigger number from the smaller number. So to start this off, I'm going to do 5 squared, which is equal to 25, and then 4 squared, which is equal to 16, and then I'm going to subtract the larger from the smaller one, which gives us 9, and then the square root of 9 gives us 3, and so therefore the missing leg that we're looking for has a length of 3. So quick recap, when you're finding the hypotenuse, you need to square it, add it, square root it. And if you're finding one of the missing legs, then you need to square it, subtract it, square root it. So here's a couple of questions for you to solve. Pause the video here and have a go for yourself, and then play when you're ready and I'll give you the solutions. Okay, so for the first one, you notice that you're trying to work out the hypotenuse, so you need to square it, add it, square root it. Now if we go through that motion, you got 7 squared plus 4 squared, which is the square root of 65. And in this case, you get an answer of 8.1. For the second question, you notice that we have the hypotenuse, in which case you're going to square it, subtract it, square root it. So let's do that. We have 11 squared minus 3 squared, which gives us a square root of 112, which in this case is 10.6. For the final question, again, you notice that we have the hypotenuse, so we're going to square it, subtract it, square root it, which gives us 21 squared minus 5.5 squared, which is the square root of 410.75, which in this case gives us 20.3. So that's a super easy, quick way of using Pythagoras to solve one of the missing lengths of a right-angled triangle. As always, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below, and consider subscribing for more awesome math videos. And I'll see you in the next one.